conversations with people that think the same way as you all the time, you're literally never going to change the way that you think. So it's important to talk to people that have different ideas than you. Life pro tip from Lotto.
Yeah, great. Too bad you can't even get along with the people at your work, so I don't know why you're giving advice first.
It's one person. One person. And the reason I don't get along with her is because she won't talk to me. I try to talk to her.
Yeah, but it's your fault.
I don't think it's my fault. And that's a whole nother point. I try to talk to her. That's usually how the way you settle disputes is through conversation. Or at least in my opinion, that's how you do it. Yes, and I try to talk. Well, it's either that or you fight, right?
Yeah. Have you tried that since discussion didn't work?
I haven't tried fighting yet. Maybe I'll try that in the future.
It seems like you're a guy that's like pretty easy to get along with, so I'm surprised that there is a person that is like, I just don't want to engage with this guy's an asshole or something. Maybe she sees right through you. She sees like you for you, who you really are.
Maybe that's what it is.
It reminds me of like, you know, Dexter, like Sergeant Dokes, who doesn't like him.
Yeah. I love Dexter. Up until the last episode or last season or whatever, it was terrible. But minus that, it was a really good show.
That coworker of yours, she's talking to you. She's like, I don't know, there's something wrong about you. You don't even walk, really. You glide like a lizard. Remember that scene?
I actually think, I'm not joking. Yes, I do remember. No, maybe I think highly of myself. I don't want like narcissism or egotism, my egotism to come out through this comment. But I honestly think that I have more of an impact in the school than she does, and I think she doesn't like me for that. But that's a whole nother. Anyway, all right. So enough about personal Lotto. We see Paladin Rifle coming out from Thorzain. He's saying if it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm gonna try the same thing again. Fast DK coming up from side. He's pulling one of his ghouls to help creep, 2 ghouls on wood, and the late graveyard, which is gonna turn into some late fiends as well. So pretty standard build from side, and then Thorzain doing the same build as last game, which is anything but standard.
It almost looks like an expo, but I don't think he wants to expo.
No, Slumlord, I see. No, the thing, someone else said...
Actually, does he want to expo here? Yes, the Acolyte that's scouted, that's coming back for you. Yeah, okay, so...
It looks like he is. So this is another way that I counter rifles, is expoing. So I like to see this expo. Now, I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out.
By the way, it's very nice of you to tell me all this. If I just play with rifles now, I know you're either gonna lame or you're gonna expo, so... Thanks.
It's true. But now, the thing is, when you're playing at a high level, it doesn't even matter. Like, I get stream sniped all the time when I'm playing. I assume that the other player can see my screen. So
yeah, me too. I've never lost a game where the opponent didn't stream snipe.
But my point is, the idea is you do the optimum strategy that is the hardest for their strategy to counter. So, and in my opinion, I think expoing is one of the ways that you counter this fast expo build. Because it takes a while for that MK to get level 3, and even after he gets level 3, it's like, it can be difficult. From Thorzain's point of view, whenever you're doing this build, I expect to see some kind of strong tier 2 push. The human player is essentially going to try and get like a death ball of an army, like Protoss death ball type, where it's really, really hard to fight. Wow, that was really well done by Thorzain, ensuring to get that creep and getting level 2.
He could have surrounded that, by the way, and then revealed it with the lab. But...
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he didn't, actually.
Maybe it's too obvious, I guess. And also, his units were too slow to do it, so he knew that side was going to stop running.
Someone in chat said Lotto loves word salads. I do sometimes. I'm trying to say like 2 things at once, and I'll start one sentence, and then I go on to another thought. I apologize. I'm doing my best,
Don't apologize. You should
so
ban whoever said that.
No, I actually agree. It's true. It's true. My mind is racing. My mouth can't move as fast.
I didn't even know that term, world salad.
I've never heard that term before. I'm just assuming what it means.
Yeah.
Oh, someone else in the chat earlier said echo chamber. Echo chamber was the term I was trying to think of. It's like when you're stuck in the same thought. Anyway, we do see this tower coming out. It's being repaired, but Side pulls his goals and he's going to attack this tower. Does he have any fiends on the field? Okay, so first fiend is being produced right now. One of the things when you do fast expos undead is you still need a lot of wood as undead. So he makes these 6 schools, and what that allows is it allows him to play defense against these rifles with the Unholy Aura, but he's also able to transition those into wood ghouls to make sure that he's not going to have wood problems later on.
Yeah, I don't know about fighting this. Like, this seems like a pretty bad idea by SyDe.
Yeah, this is definitely a bad idea.
You don't even have Death Coil. There's like a bunch of heals available from the Pala. You're just gonna feed him level 3 here.
Yeah, the only way you want to fight that is if you're in range of that Nerubian.
Even then, like, just let him hit the tower and repair it. Screw this. It's not gonna do much.
Yeah, but when he's hitting that Nerubian tower, it's going to ensure that your ghouls are doing damage on whatever they're attacking. Otherwise, if you're just right-clicked on those ghouls, even if you get a surround, they're going to break out of that surround between the heals and the amount of damage coming out from those rifles. So, at least with that Nerubian tower attacking one of the rifles, when you put your ghouls on that rifle...
Oh my god, he's proxying a workshop!
Ooh, nice!
I do that sometimes. When I finish the games quick, when I think I'm like really far ahead, I do that too, but this is like, in this game, Thorzain is not in like a sick position where he's already level 3 and where he already has like an Arcane Sanctum as well for a few priests, so it's just gonna be rifles and mortars trying to siege these, and he's hoping that the tech of SyDe is so slow that he can't do anything about this.
And when I said I expect to see a strong tier 2 push against this expo, when I said strong, I didn't mean like proxy strong, but apparently Thorzain has other ideas. So, yeah, we're going to see a very strong tier 2 push. We see Blood Mage joining the fight, which is going to give this Paladin, I don't want to say unlimited mana, but it's going to give him a lot of mana. But SyDe is saying you only have 4 rifles on the battlefield. I'm going to pull my goals. I got 3 fiends. I'm going to try and out damage your rifles now. Now, one of the main things...
SyDe saw the workshop.
Oh, that's huge, gaining vision in that workshop. He knows that...
if he goes 2 more creeps and then just masses ghouls, it's over. Drops down 1 more in the main base.
Do you think we're going to see... Oh, and we do. We do see a second coming up. Good decisions by SyDe.
Yeah, but I think he should get 2 more creeps. He should go for 3 creeps in total, and then just make a ton of ghouls. Get on top of this army, kill it, game over. Like, I really wonder if there might be a better second hero that you could get against this. Maybe like Naga or something from Undead.
Naga would be a cool pickup, because these mortars, obviously, they're not very... and they do die very quickly. Nice Holy Light saving that 1 mortar, making sure that he's able to keep pumping out damage onto those ziggurats. And then another heal. He is out of mana, so Blood Mage is going to feed him mana. Is he going to have enough? Yes, he has enough for 1 more heal. And that mortar is just MVP right now, just taking hits like a champ. And Mr. Morloon the Mighty is making sure that that mortar is able to stand there and pump out that damage and healing any damage that is...
Damn. The Death Knight is called Lord Soul Render. More like Lord Surrender. Kappa. It's so funny, like the Blood Mage has nothing to siphon anymore. So now actually humans almost out of mana. Oh, he healed the rifle instead of the Blood Mage.
Oh, that was a huge mistake. Oh, and the Blood Mage goes down. And that's gonna ding level 3 on the Death Knight.
You know what's crazy about this rifle build, Pala rifle? I really think that you need to play differently than standard against it. And so many players, they play standard.
Yeah.
And last game, like, SyDe played somewhat standard against it.
Yeah. But I like that SyDe is kind of changing his play. I think one of SyDe's strengths... SyDe is obviously a very strong player, and I think one of his strengths is just general decision making. He makes very, very good decisions when he's playing. He's a really smart guy, so I like that he switched it up. He was like, okay, meta didn't work against this garbage. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to expo and see how this goes. But while this is happening, so Thorzain is pushing into this expand. He starts focusing down these acolytes. So he already killed 2 fiends in the back of this expand. That Nerubian tower is putting damage out on these rifles. SyDe hires a pit lord to try and stop. Does he go cleave? Yes, he goes cleave first to try and cleave this damage. I love cleave so much. Cleave is one of my favorite skills in the game, by the way.
Yeah, the fact that SyDe made a shop there was so smart, by the way. Because even if he spams like 1 single mana potion and gets 1 single coil, it's like already been justified to have made this here. Remember, he has like a lot of extra surplus gold. he used all of his ghouls to fight, and he lost all of them. So actually, SyDe has 0 wood income right now. So he needs to remake some ghouls, right? Okay, he noticed it. He actually, yeah, he stopped making fiends, and now he's going into a lot of ghouls.
And that's just another reason why that shop is so important. So the shop allows you to use your economy even if you don't have wood. So he can use that, his shop to buy mana potions, health potions, skeleton wands in order to fend off this push. If you're an undead player, by the way, skeleton wands, pretty strong item. 8 footmen for 150 good, for 150 gold, seems pretty good. So
more like 12 footmen.
Oh god, or 12 footmen, yeah.
With 2 upgrades.
Is it 12? No, 4. Okay, anyway, so Death falls.
4 times 2.
4 times 2 is 8.
Is
right?
8, yes, but my joke was that they're stronger, much stronger than footmen.
Are they stronger than footmen?
Are they?
No, they're not.
Fuck yeah, they are, dude.
They're slightly weaker.
Mate.
In terms of like HP and damage.
Okay, you're
and stuff.
incapable of detecting sarcasm, man. I'm gonna get Death Note back on this call. It's just incessant whine from me, guy.
Sorry. Sometimes I take things at face value.
Yeah.
It's a fault of mine. But anyway, while we were bickering, like an old married couple, the SyDe was able to push off these mortars. He's going to get a mortar kill in front of the human shop, and he's very slowly but surely pushing this off. And as every single hero is out of mana, it kind of renders all of the heroes useless, which is going to be in SyDe's favor. The less mana that paladin has, the more likely that SyDe is going to be able to defend this push.
Look at the main base of SyDe, by the way. He made 2 necropolis because he didn't have wood. I kind of like that. That's going to give him a lot of supply space to make new units because he was on 40 out of 40.
That is really, really smart. I kind of would have liked to see another necropolis on his expo, just to like extend the blight and just to put another building and increase the wall. But making 2 in his main is just going to ensure that they do get up to bump up his food cap, and he's going to be able to go over 50 pretty soon here.
There's one mortar on the right side that's on strike, dude. It's just staring this red camp in the eyes and doing nothing.
That's probably the one from earlier that just took like 2,000 points of damage, and he's like, I'm sick of this abuse.
Yeah, I've done my part, now it's up to you guys.
You don't treat me with enough respect.
He needs to buy some potions. It feels like maybe this shop is out of mana potions for now. Being on Blight is pretty nice, but Thorzain is still pushing very strongly here. Gonna take out that ziggurat. Oh my god, SyDe has so much gold.
Yeah, and he kind of has no way to spend it. He's just now getting enough wood to be able to kind of do stuff. So I'm interested to see what he does with that wood if we see a tech. So we do see 2 fiends coming out as well, but he still has about 250 wood, 270 wood now. I kind of would like to see a tier 3 coming out from SyDe right now. He has the resources for it. Are we gonna see a TP? Yes, and the Pit Lord's gonna go down again. Wow. Oh my goodness! So he clicked on the shop, but it wasn't enough time to buy that health potion. And I like SyDe's TP, so he didn't just double click. He actually TP'd on top of that mortar. He was hoping to get a mortar kill by TPing on top of it, but it wasn't enough. And that mortar's still alive. The Thorzain is going to ding level 5 on his paladin, and he has access to his shop as well now. He's like, hey, you're not the only one that can build a second shop. And level 5 paladin is going to be trouble. It's going to be trouble for SyDe.
Oh my god, some of these mortars on the right side, 2 of them are AFK now. In different spots.
I see the one...
There's one under.
Yeah, I see.
This dude just like went on the... He's like skinny dipping, like he's in the water.
He's on vacation.
Dude.
He's on the beach. There we go. He's coming back to join.
Yeah, but like the other one is still all the way there.
The other one's still on vacation. I'm kind of surprised we don't see... So mortars and rifles share the same upgrade tree. I'm very surprised we don't see the 1 damage upgrade. I know we've talked about this a lot on this stream. The 1 damage upgrade, it does a lot, and it's very cheap and it's very fast.
I saw all the little rats whining about human in the chats. As soon as this game is over, trust me, I've taken notes. Like you're gonna be gone within like 2 seconds. Like there's 2 cells, the Fredo-kun. Like enjoy the last few minutes being able to chat in my channel because it's almost over, my friends.
Fredikun is such a good guy. You shouldn't ban him. You know,
really?
I went on a date.
He's
I went on a date
writing a
with
bunch
him
of
in
BS
Chicago.
in the chat earlier, so
yeah, we
it's gonna be a gunner soon, dude.
Him and I, we shared a pizza in Chicago one night.
Really?
Yeah, it was very romantic.
Good to know, Vlado. I hope you told the wife.
Kappa Pride. Where's the Kappa? Oh, there we go. There's some Kappa Pride.
It feels so awkward to try and creep with mortars and rifles. I think maybe adding a sanctum and getting just a few priests, sorry, would be good here. I like that he's getting a flare, by the way.
He did a really good job of not killing. Oh! He did a really good job of not killing that level 7 ogre until the paladin was out of range to make sure that the level 5 hero wasn't going to soak up that experience. And now he brings him back in to throw some heals on these low mortars, some banishes to save, and then he's like, screw this, it's too hard to creep without my paladin. I'm lazy. I'm just going to right-click these guys. I don't care about my blood mage getting solo experience.
Damn. Warsong Battle Drums is amazing to have here.
Yeah, and and the Jago is coming out. Jago's coming out for side on the left-hand side. There we go. Thorzain must be listening to this cast because he did get that 1 damage upgrade. Thorzain, stop cheating, dude. Turn off the cast. It's not cool.
Cap. In the past. Explain this in the past. It traveled to the future to know what was going to happen in the game, but it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I guess when you reach tier 3 here for side, you go for Lich and Orb, right? Or what?
I think so. Yeah, I think Lich plus Orb is kind of hard to pass up. Lich is just a strong. The Nova is very strong against the rifles. AoE damage, AoE slow, and then having the Orb on the Lich is just. Yeah, I can't really see him going another hero here. Maybe Dark Ranger with Silence, but
it's a pretty sick item to have Ankh, by the way. Like knowing that you get one hero back for sure. But yeah, 62 supply for Thorzain, 57 for side. Rifles have 1-0, but 2 zeros on the way. Fiends have 1-0, no more upgrades queued yet. That undead base looks really funny, by the way.
Yeah, and one thing to look at, so we do see Lich joining the army here. Side, stop listening to the stream, turn it off. I'm joking, by the way, guys. So one thing to look at in this next fight is whichever hero is being focused, look for him to pass that Ankh to just allow that hero to soak up that damage and go down. It's kind of fun to see people do that item micro between heroes, and I kind of expect Side to do it because he's going to take some very heavy damage with that level 5, the level 5 Paladin. Interesting pick, by the way. I'm not sure if we commented on it. He did go level 3 Devotion.
Yeah.
So we do see a fight coming out, and Side is saying, screw this, I don't want any, I'm TPing out. Oh, and that Fiend gets out with 14 HP, just barely.
Yeah. And Blood Mage got level 4.
Oh my goodness.
Now he can start creeping the Mountain King. Such a weird game, like, because he's got rifles and mortars in his army, like.
I love these non-meta games. These non-meta games are really fun to watch.
And Side has re-expanded, so he can go into like Abom heavy army. And would Thorzain be able to go for air this game like he did earlier? Or like he usually does there with Griffins? Because he looks like he wants to expand.
Yeah, I think he would either go Griffins or go expand here. And it looks like he's opting for the expand. I don't think he has the resources to do both.
He never made shop at home, by the way. So that's on the map. That's the only shop there is. And he didn't have time to buy an orb and staff. So he's kind of missing that. He has to make that at home. I think he was trying... Oh, actually, he might have time. If you would run there now, I would just staff with the Pala. He buys Dust and an Invuln.
Side's expand is running again. We can see that expand is pretty much half mined out already. So that expand only has 10,000 gold to start, and Side's expand is sitting at about 4,600 right now.
Where is he going web?
Maybe I bet he's afraid of Griffins.
Yeah.
Based on the 2v2s.
Oh, the Ogre Mauler is a great pickup.
Yeah, Ogre Mauler's great.
Because he's gonna tank a lot of the shots here. In the first place, he even pulls it back to try and make it survive a little bit longer here. We have a Banish, no Bolt, Holy Light yet. Chooses to save one of his units instead. The Pit Lord is in the middle of all of the rifles. And Side is pulling back the Fiends very nicely here. A lot of those are gonna survive. Burrow even saves one more of those here.
The level 2 cleave is just doing so much on top of the Howl of Terror. -4 damage on the entire army is absolutely huge. SyDe is doing a great job of keeping his Death Knight in the back lines. You can bet your ass that as soon as if SyDe had not been microing his Death Knight and the Death Knight was in the front, that he would have gotten banished, bolted, holy lighted right from the start. But SyDe was smart enough to know to keep that Death Knight back, keep that Pit Lord in the front, just pumping out that damage, and the Lich is just happily just pumping out damage as well with the Orb of Corruption. And SyDe is going to take this fight pretty handedly.
And he's got ghouls inside of the expo of Thorzain killing peasants left and right.
Oh my goodness, godlike play from SyDe right here. Amazing decision making, very strong. Yeah, very strong plays. Just being able to hold off the strong tier 2 push, and then not only that, but to be able to come back from that push and get your army at a point that you're actually able to fight this human army. Very, very impressive play by SyDe.
And now Thorzain is just got almost no army left. Remember, he never bought Orb or Staff here, which I think would have helped a ton. I'm surprised. I'm just surprised he attacked into this because his expo was getting set up. There was still some camps left to creep. There was like the lab near his base. There was the camp in the top left as well. He could have gotten MK level 3 first. And then we clap level 2. This is another story.
I think his TP out was way too late. I mean, obvious. It's you know, it's easy to what is it called? Foresight or no? Hindsight is 2020,
yeah,
right? So hindsight is 2020. It's a lot easier to make these calls. He just lost a creeping, by the way. It kind of feels like Thorzain did give up.
Yeah.
But he should have TP'd out of that fight to his expand and killed those ghouls, and it would have buffed up his heroes a little bit more. Maybe he would have been able to take a fight at the expand then.
It's funny, all the guys that were complaining about human earlier, they're kind of shutting up now.
I think you touched on something really important, though, is the fact that he didn't have a staff available to him in that fight.
Yeah.
As I was mentioning earlier in the last game, that Thorzain's micro between the Banish, the Holy Lights, and the staff, and being able to save and keep all of his units on the battlefield is just super impressive to see. And whenever you take away that staff, you're taking away 1/3 of his, you know, powerful skills. So taking away 1/3 of that was enough, and